one of the biggest DCU films that is coming out next year is The Flash, and we can't stop talking about it. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. Andy Muschietti's The Flash movie doesn't come out until June of 2023. But as a huge multiverse movie, this movie may be one of the biggest and the most important movies of this phase of the DCU. Ezra Miller returns as the Flash, encountering another universe's Batman, played by Michael Keaton, and also introducing Sasha Calle as Supergirl. And as we continue to wait for the next trailer, because honestly I am getting tired of using the same clips over and over, I think you are too. But The Flash has some more promotion, including this one that says, "The Flash, keep phasing," which teases his superpower of able to phase through walls and objects. You do see that in the comics and in the CW Flash TV series. We also get very low res of promo art that could be used if approved. You see them teasing the Speed Force, you do see Batman and the Flash there. It looks like Ben Affleck's Batman there in the background. And then we got this awesome little poster art, which I hope there is a high-res version of it, because it looks pretty dope. Which comes to the update from Flash Film News about Batman. Because months ago, Flash Film News had this report that the cancellation of Batgirl did not affect the edit of The Flash. Keaton's story remains as originally scripted. And apparently on the internet, there were folks that are saying that there were going to be significant big changes to the Flash movie. But another report came from the Flash Film News, who has connections to the actual production team. Michael Keaton's screen time remains the same. The Flash film has not gone under significant changes during post-production. The film remains largely unchanged from the version shot in 2021, which doesn't seem to be surprising, at least to me at all. And if you don't want to know any spoilers, I think you shouldn't continue. But if you've been on my channel, you've already heard that Michael Keaton and Sasha Calle's characters are alive after the Flash events, and they are part of the current DCU timeline. Though Supergirl is gonna coexist with Henry Cavill's Superman in the same timeline. But what about Ben Affleck's Batman? Well, from test screenings, it does seem like Ben Affleck's Batman is stuck somewhere in time or in another multiverse. Something has happened to him and he's calling Barry Allen for help. And from the news today, multiple scoopers, they're all debating on what exactly is going on with Batman. Because one says that Ben and Keaton are not coexisting, that there is only one Bruce. But on the other side, they're saying that Ben and Keaton are going to coexist. And there's going to be two Batmans. Or there's going to have a movie where Michael Keaton's Batman and the Flash will have to rescue the Ben Affleck's Batman. It is so up in the air right now, I kid you not, it is crazy. The timeline of the release of films is questionable also. If Ben Affleck's Batman is still missing in the Flash movie, then how can he show up in Aquaman the Lost Kingdom at the end of the year, unless that movie takes place in the past? Now, the people who are going to have to try to fit this all together and make it make sense is actually the new DC studio heads, James Gunn and Peter Safran. And seeing that a lot of money has already been invested in the Flash movie, it seems unlikely they'll do any more expensive changes. And seeing that James Gunn is the creative side, it would be upon him to take all the endings of the 2023 DC movies and try to make sense and branch out into a new universe from there. And James Gunn alluded to a Bat character that he really truly wants to dive into, and scoopers are saying it's going to be a live action debut, is none other than Bat-mite.
It's Bat-mite.
The 2-foot-tall interdimensional imp who stands Batman.
He's depicted as a small, childlike man in an ill-fitting Batman costume. He possesses what appear to be near-infinite magical powers, but he actually uses highly advanced technology from the 5th dimension that cannot be understood by humans' limited 3-dimensional views. On various occasions in the comics, often setting up strange and ridiculous events so they could see his hero in action. He's not really a supervillain, but he's more of a nuisance. And if James Gunn is going to bring Bat-mite into this universe, and we're still trying to figure out who's the real Batman of the DCU, is it Michael Keaton's Batman, or is it going to be Ben Affleck's Batman, or is it going to be both? I'm wondering if the new movie would deal with both Batmans and Bat-mite. Like, maybe James Gunn is utilizing Bat-mite to be the one responsible for putting Ben Affleck's Batman in another dimension, which gives reason for Michael Keaton's Batman and Ezra Miller's Flash and Sasha Care's Supergirl to be in another sequel to try and save him. But that's just me speculating on how James Gunn may utilize Bat-mite. You never know, it could be its own TV series or something else altogether. So it's going to be very interesting to see how James Gunn creates his DCU off of the ending of the 2023 DCU films. Alright, what do you think about who's going to be the DCU Batman here on out? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.